And today what I'll be demonstrating is an example of Learn on Demand's virtual machine, and this will be a lab tutorial. And for today's purposes, we're going to be going ahead and demonstrating a phishing technique. So when you log into Learn on Demand, you first select the actual challenge that you want to go ahead and participate in, and then you simply click on Launch Lab. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. So once we click on Launch Lab, you'll see that the lab is ready. We're then going to click on Get Started. Now here in this instance, we're going to log in through what's called Kali Linux. So we're going to put our password and user ID and log in. So as you can see on the bottom, this is step-by-step based. We'll bring this up a little bit. So now what we want to do is we want to open up Terminal. Give this a second. We want to open Set, and we're going to type in the following: Set Toolkit, and we want to press Yes to continue. Now you can see on the right hand side that these are the steps, and after each time you go through, you'll see a progress on the bottom. So we're going to select option 1. We're going to do a spear phishing attack, and we want to do a payload, which is Adobe PDF embedding. It's called social engineering. And option 2. So 16 is the Adobe PDF, embed it. And 2, we're going to use a built-in blank PDF for the attack. Continue on to the next. Now option 1 is reverse TCP shell in Windows. Now when prompted for the host, we want to go ahead and put a local 192.168.1.5 and press enter. Then the port is 443. So we're going to wait for the payload to generate. Now all this has already been set up in the virtual machine. This is how a user would go through and actually implement this. It's going to take a few moments to complete. So right now this is enumerating. This is actually compiling everything to go ahead and prepare for our attack. And notice here too on the bottom left, if you click on the little camera icon, what it'll do is it'll give you a screenshot of what you're supposed to see. So if you do get stuck, not a problem. You can always click on the bottom left. Now all the payloads have been sent to this directory. So now we want to change it. We want to call this something different, just to make it less obvious. So we're going to call this one pcfix.zip.pdf. Now notice that there's 2 file extensions. We're going to rename this, obviously. Now we want to do option 1. We want to email this to a single email address and a predefined template. Kali Linux comes with a lot of tools. So we're going to send it from our computer to, this is a fake email, so HR at organization.com. This is just for the sakes of this demo. Again, just the demo here on the bottom left. Also on the bottom right, you'll see machines. Machines meaning you can toggle between whether it's Kali Linux, Windows, etc. So the from address is admin at organization.com. And this is spoofing, so we're going to put C, admin, leave it blank, password blank. Now the SMTP obviously is for the email server. We're going to mark this as a high priority. So we're putting in the actual internal IP, wherever the server is going to be sending this email to. Port. Flag this as a high priority, yes. So this would come up in somebody's inbox as urgent. Okay, do we want to set up a listener? Yes. We want to listen on port 443. Port 80 and port 443 are the primary two ports. Now again, how I noticed before I mentioned that the machine tab, this is Kali Linux. So while we start the Metasploit, which is a very good tool, we're going to go ahead and click on the machine tab. And from here, we're going to log into Windows. This will be Windows 7. Okay, so we're starting the payload handler right now. So now we're going to log in here. And when I click on done, it'll give me the login credentials. It's actually to the right, admin and password. We don't need to activate this now, so we'll go ahead and click on continue and OK. Now Zimba is a mail client. This was customized primarily for the usage of this demonstration. So we're going to go to 192.168.1.75. And you can see here the username is tsmith and the password is I like turtles. Connection is not private. We're going to ignore this for now and continue on. It's not HTTPS, it's just rather HTTP. Still will show up. So here's the user interface for the login. tsmith and I like turtles. Now, notice that we have a strange message that already arrived in the inbox here. Greetings, we have noticed, you can read this. Obviously, this sounds very illicit, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at this. So the page is intentionally blank. So we've saved it. We're going to go into our folders now and to the download section, and we're going to open this. So notice how we changed the name, albeit it is a PDF file. And we want to launch this, just click on do not show this message again. So we can't open it, so we're going to go to properties. Now we're going to go back to the Kali machine, so we're going to toggle on the right hand corner. So we're listening right now to the other IP, the one that is on Windows, that is. We're going to do sessions. In the sessions 1, it's going to start the interaction. It's -I, and then actually it's the out. These are some of the command prompts that are utilized in Kali, as well as a lot of other Linux distributions. So the reason for the pause right now is that it's trying to communicate, start that interaction. Again, I'll click on this just to see that I'm doing everything correct. So snapshots like this, while we're waiting, will be placed in each demo. Okay, so the exercise was completed. Notice that that was one of the sessions rather, as part of this. So we're going to go back here. We're going to go back to the Windows 7 machine. And we want to open the security reminder document. This is just an alert. Be careful what you download, obviously. Now let's go back. We're going to log out. And we're going to use a different name now, which is admin. And the password is not another. We're going to open the phishing reminder document. And this is just a reminder for users when they receive an email or emails, plural, such as this, be pretty careful. So I'm going to copy this, copy that text, close out of this. We're going to send a new message. Click on the next right here. And all at organization.com. We'll call it phishing alert, and we're going to paste what we had just copied. Now I'm going to send it. Now notice here that I'm getting the stats, and that's email based. So from here again, I'm going to sign out, and I want to go back to T. Smith, and the password again is I like turtles. And there, what we've done is we've actually gone ahead and we've spearphished. What we did is we went from one machine to another, and we were able to, in essence, send them a malicious file. This is just one example basically about how Learn on Demand works, as well as other lab vendors, etc. There'll be more videos to come. Hope you've enjoyed this, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.